Hello guys, welcome back to the channel and a cup of tea. Look at that branding there. Brandon MJG. Now today, well, what you would have saw on the last video was me taking off this wing. I am back with a hacksaw to just get the last bit of bodywork cut properly down there. Don't want to ruin the bodywork. I want to do it properly basically. So we'll get that off today. Then I'm going to do pretty much as I can, getting all of the wiper motor out and the various bits behind there ready for sandblasting the engine bay, which should be quite good. And we'll assess the rust again, oh yeah I know, behind this wing, because the Lambo doors need to go on. It's time for them to happen. So Lambo door, video number, whatever it is, I'm gonna get this off today, see how much rust is behind, and then go from there. A cup of tea, because it's absolutely freezing cold. Again, it's like -3 in here, it's really bad. Lovely. Right, got a blade, let's get involved, shall we? Now don't get me wrong, this is probably not the correct way to do this. This is the only thing I have to hand that's actually going to go through the back of here. Basically, an air tool won't get in there and the blade's too long, so it's like that. A traditional saw to get through this part isn't enough depth in it, so we have resorted to this. Right, so I think we should be good. Yeah, look at that! So, basically what I've done is cut through there. As you guys can see, it's a little bit blurry, but basically the bottom of this body kit went into side skirt. Now I'll show you guys exactly what we're talking about. We were cutting that bit, basically, off the bottom, because it was moulded into the kit on the front wings. We had to cut basically the wing from the car as well, where it's a single piece that's been welded on. I wanted that to be detachable, like I said in the last video, so although that's probably not the right way to do it, I've actually done quite a good cut, if I'm honest. Let me take you guys in. I've actually done quite a good cut there. I'm actually really happy with that. So it means it'll actually be sort of easy when it comes to bodywork in this car to flatten that off, and just make it a little bit prettier, with being able to use that as a detachable wing, just smartening it up, but quite happy with that cut. So we've taken that wing off. I wanted to assess what's behind here as well. So it isn't actually as bad as the other side. So we have a little bit of flaky rust here that we're going to obviously get through. But again, because this is more of a restoration, if anything, I was expecting actually a lot more rust behind. There was a little bit there, but we'll get into that with Martin when it comes to it. But exposing this part and seeing how bad this part of the car is really what I wanted to do more than anything. So I know full well when the Lambo door hinge goes on, we know what we can work with. So that's actually quite structural there, which is nice. So with that wing off as well, just over there, I'm going to start by taking all of this out, because we're going to be sandblasting this very, very soon. So getting the wiper motor out and all that sort of stuff, just cleaning up this bit ready for the sandblasting. Again, to find any more problem areas, especially along this sort of scuttle and behind the firewall, in front of the firewall, behind the engine, just so we know structurally what we're working with, and then we can go forward and paint that part. I've got to admit, as I'm taking this part out, thank you so much for your response on the Fiesta t-shirt. This car needs a lot of work, it needs a lot of money spent on it, and although people may think you make millions from YouTube and oh my god, and you're a YouTuber so you get loads of money from YouTube, that's not the reality. Funding this build is a big priority to me at the moment, so all of the proceeds from that t-shirt are actually going into the resurrection of this car. Obviously the hard work, the manual labour and stuff doesn't get paid for. That's the reality. The fun of building a car, you know, restoring it more than anything, because this isn't necessarily a car build, it's gone into a restoration if anything. Yeah, that's how we're funding this build, because the funding necessarily isn't coming from YouTube, it's coming, that's bigger than the one I've got in my hand. Yeah, that's sort of where the reality in funding's coming from, is actually from the t-shirt sales. So if you ever are interested, fydapparel.com, that's how I'm able to make these videos. And all of the funds, 100% of the funds that are coming from those Fiesta t-shirts and the hoodies that are coming, very exciting, will be going into the paint job, the welding, you know, everything that goes into this car. I just have to make that quite clear, because a lot of people don't really necessarily get that. They think I make millions out of YouTube, and I actually don't. So that's how the resurrection of the Fiesta is coming. Right, let's see how hard it is to get this wiper off. Ooh! No way did that just happen. I can't believe that just came straight off. That is unheard of. I've never... What? That's amazing! amazing. Shout out single wiper conversions. More people should be single wiper converting their cars. I think it's sick. Wiper off, I actually need to take heater box thingy, this thing, off to actually get the wiper out as well. So get in there with this. Couple of 13s should be good. All right, mate. Hello. Just sandblasting in the back there. Check out that outfit. Damn. That outfit, mate. Lovely. Love Martin. Love him. Nice one. Little grommet top thing off. We'll get 22. Yeah, look at that. Get it in there. Yeah. Lovely. Coming right off. Don't want to smash the windscreen as I do this, or scratch it. No one needs that. Again, this is not a tutorial of how to take the wiper out of a Mark III Fiesta. This is just me enjoying cars. Because quite frankly, if I didn't, I wouldn't be doing this. I just like playing with cars. Lovely, that bit off. And in theory, and just like that, one wiper motor is out of the car. Right, so now that's out. Just check for rust around that actual bit there. It's not too bad actually. There's nothing there, which is good. So that's good. Again, as I'm going along, I'm trying to check for rust around all of the places that I'm taking stuff out of. So we're actually quite good on there, but obviously we'll really find out once that bit sandblasted. But quite happy with that. Heater box out, both bolts are out. Oh, that come out pretty easy. Look at that. Oh, there's some. Oh, what is in there? Something definitely died in there. Lovely. That's disgusting. You can see the heater box thingy is out of the car, and again, just checking around for rust, just having a look, and not too bad. Obviously I'm going to clean all this up in a second, but even behind there, not too bad. Okay, so all of that is out. Not a lot of rust found, which is absolutely lovely. We do not need any more rust on this channel. So I'm going to blow some of the horrible stuff out of here, just to make it a little bit cleaner in the engine bay with the airline, and then we'll go from there. See what we're working with. Oh, should have had safety glasses on for that. Oh, something in my eye. Next up, I've just noticed, I need to prise off these little chrome washer jets. That is definitely a Helford special from the early 2000s, late 90s. So I definitely want to find some nice new ones, maybe blue LED ones. I used to do that. That'd be very in keeping with this car. But get those off because they are actually snapped and very brittle. So we'll get those off. Ooh. Yeah, oh, that's on the floor. Well, it's plastic and a metal thing on the end of chrome plastic washer jet right there, snapped. Can't save them now. It's the end of that one. Whee! I actually saved that one. Look at this. See, kids these days won't even know how cool you were back in the day to have chrome washer jets on your car made out of plastic. Good stuff. Look at that, snap though, so I can't reuse it. Gotta find new ones. Continuing on in the engine bay, I'm gonna take all these clips out here. Most of them are broken anyway from obviously us pulling all the wiring loom out. When this is sandblasted, I want to make sure that everything is off the car. So I've picked up the longest tools I can. They were literally the only ones that were on the side. Get these off like that. Still intact though, so I am going to keep these just in case we need to reuse them to put the focus loop into the engine bay. Clips that are in the engine bay, most of these are very, very brittle, and although I just said I'd probably reuse some of them, I'm probably not going to now. They're incredibly brittle, these pieces, for obviously the age of the car and that. These were new when the car was put together, so we'll probably end up replacing them, I think, because they haven't got a lot of give left in them, which is a bit of a shame. So we will get new ones. We will get new ones. There's no point in putting them back together if they're going to snap. Plus it means that when the engine bay is all sparkly and nice, we can have new hardware in there as well, which will work quite well. Look at her though right now. Completely blown apart. Going forward, I think I'm going to take all the grills out, or at least try to get them out. So I want to repaint all them, and you know the bonnet's going to get repainted anyway, but get them out now so they're out of the way. See, that is literally an air vent glued to a piece of biohazard material, metal that was bought from somewhere. I've never seen this material in my life. It's metal with biohazard symbols going through it. Oh, that one's not even attached, look at that. Not even attached to it. Biohazard, that thing, like cut, funny. Now the vents are out. Let's just shut the bonnet quick. There is some serious weight in this bonnet. Absolutely bloody heavy. I wanted to see if you could see the engine through it, but you can't, which is a bit of a shame. You can see a little bit here, but a whole lot of nothing there. Don't get me wrong, this isn't how it's going to be, but taking those out, I know there wouldn't be a lot of protection from the weather anyway. I'm sure we could think of something else to put in here that would look a little bit better. Maybe some perspex. Oh, that would look so cool. But it would be perspex to just a hole here and a top of a cover here. Right guys, so pretty much happy with how far we've got. We've finally got that off, neatly cut as well, which I'm very, very happy with. Scuttle panel ready for sandblasting at some point, and not a major amount of rust down here, which I'm so happy about. That was one of the things. The other side was so rusty, I was genuinely worried about what we would find behind there. So it's not too bad. And if you're interested in sponsorship at all on the car, the next real stage will be finding somewhere to prep and paint this thing. So if you are interested at all in working with me to respray this whole car, even down to the little bits and bobs, if you're interested in working with me at all on this build, hit me up, fydapparel.com, I'll just put it down there. But that's it for this one, guys. Thank you so much for watching. We are back into the swing of things with this build. I'm so excited. When the doors go up, that's going to be so cool. Such a cool moment. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you on the next one.